to my YouTube channel Elliott Wave Principle. I'm your host Shaheen. We are going to continue our analysis from previous video. As I mentioned in my previous video that we are expecting a correctional pattern, and most of likely the prices of and silver are expected to stay in a sideways pattern. Today I did a little more work on it, and I wanted to present it to you guys, and I also wanted to say that okay, we are looking for the prices to actually bounce. And now a lot of people are getting confused because gold and silver fell below the previous low right over here. And a lot of people took it as advantage that people that it's going to take time to come down. No, it's going to not taking down. The most likely thing that we are seeing in front of us is gold and silver is because we saw a pretty large move, especially if you look at this move, it just well almost vertical move. So we're going to need some time for prices to get some more accumulation phase. And that's what exactly right now happening. So there are a couple of patterns that are possible. First of all, how long this duration is expected to stay. First, I thought the correction would be ended over here soon, and we will be seeing the rest of 2026 being really bullish. But then, when I looked deeper and prices started to unfold the way they are unfolding right now, then I realized that we are into a long-term frame um, triangle. And it looks like for the rest of 2027 is expected to be, I mean, 2026 is expected to be in a correctional phase or in a sideways pattern. The good news is that we are seeing quite a bit of strong trends or swings that we can say. We are seeing gonna see quite a bit of strong swings, and we can make quite a bit of money from it. Um, Being a retail trader, you can get that money and then you can pour into hard assets. Up to you. But I'm thinking right now that we are going to through sideways patterns. So let's discuss it. What's exactly happening? There are a couple of, first of all, I'll discuss that this is the main, and WXY is the main pattern that I'm seeing. I'm seeing that we are not going to see triangle. It will take a place shape of triangle, but not strictly a triangle pattern, as we discuss in Elliott wave analysis, and I'll come back and discuss with it. I'm expecting that this is a, B, and C structure, and that completes the wave A of our W. That completes W. So A, B, C, that completes W, the blue pattern. And then there's another A, B, and C, which kind of a flat correction, expanded flat correction. This is going to be our X, all right? And I'm expecting another A, B, and C pattern, and there is a high possibility that we will see prices going up first. Let me unlock it. There's a high possibility that we will see prices going up first and make a higher low at this compared to. That will turn the whole pattern on the Y like this. Okay. So this will pattern the whole pattern of I mean Y into a expanded flat right over here. Where B is expected to go beyond the top right over here. That would make the larger correction that actually starts, although still taking a shape of a wave contracting. Technically speaking, that will be a WXY or double three structure. All right. The second possibility is of a triangle, and that's an alternated count. I'm expecting that's going to happen. Less likely. All right. It's just a bit of technicality. That's all it is. And in that technicality, we are going to see that prices are not going to go beyond this top right over here. That will make the whole pattern into convert into a triangle. That's the only difference. All right. And then we can see that how that will look like. But I think most likely we're going to see the prices go beyond right here. That also tells you that this line is expected to give us lows right over here. The low line of the triangle is expected to give us lows anyway, whether the pattern is a WXY, which is a double three pattern, or whether it's a triangle. In both cases, we're expecting for the prices to do this. Similarly, close to around that area, which is around 89-ish dollars, is going to give us highs in silver. Okay, that's the approximate area that we're going to get high. So this gives us a pretty good much idea of how the prices are going to be. If you look at this previous swing, you can see and you can draw the line from this bottom to the top right over here, and then from the top to right over here, it will allow you to see the 45 angle in terms of Elliott wave analysis. Means the average, the prices would go actually above it and below it, but it would allow you to see that prices Most of it, if you draw the line, you can see that this pattern stayed above. It came below and then went up and hit it. Similarly, if you draw the pattern right over here, it allows you to see where you want to trade. All right, it gives you a definition, and that's exactly I've tried to do it here to give us an idea. The prices are expected to kind of stick to the line right over here, which is a 45-degree angle. The prices are expected to go up, come sideways correction, go up, comes stick on it, and then finally hit the target above. So that's why the guideline is there to help you see where exactly how far the prices are. We have hardly started to go up from last 2 3 days, so I'm expecting that we're going to see some move before we actually do some halting, and then we can come close to the 45-degree angle line. Okay, but as a whole, I love it. We are going to see quite a bit of about 60% increase from the bottom right over here in the price of silver, which is quite much. So if you really need money and you're holding silver, you want to wait for the top, you can sell it. All right, up to you, or you want to hold it for another one. One thing is pretty sure that once this structure is complete, we're going to see another sharper move, which is probably going to be more sharper than the previous move right over here. All right. In terms of Elliott wave analysis, we have completed wave 3. We are going through right now wave 4, and then we are expected to see wave 5. And then wave 5 in commodities is pretty strong. Since silver hasn't done much mover, not as strongly as gold did, so I'm expecting that silver is definitely going to outrun in terms of percentage gold to gold. All right, silver going to see a lot more price action. The price is expected to, in terms of percentage, are expected to rise much higher than gold would do that. All right, let's cut that out. And we are right now, let's delete that. Right now, we are keeping an eye on the pattern when most of the people will get frustrated with gold and silver. You can make a lot of money by looking at the swings right over here. Okay, let's have a look at gold now. So a similar pattern, a lot of people were expecting that since we broke the previous low right over here, this one and this one, that's going to go for the low. However, that turned out to be a false breakout right here. All right, so false breakout happened right over here, or what's called in modern day trade is called a liquidity grab. All right, so we are seeing a liquidity grab right over here, which is exactly a false breakout, not much. And we're expecting a similar pattern that we are seeing in silver as well. The only thing right here, if you look at it, I will explain that the larger wave right over here, A, B, so this is an A, that's a B, and that's a C. I'm considering it as a W, which is a zigzag pattern. And if from this bottom we have A, B, and C pattern right over here, this one C, that completes our X, which is turns into a expanded flat. All right. And similarly, I'm expecting, as we're expecting in silver, I'm expecting for the prices to drop, go up, create a new top, and then drop again to complete a Y structure. That'll be an expanded flat as well. So as a whole, the whole structure is expected to be a double three structure. The X part is going, WX part is going to be our zigzag, X part is going to be our expanded flat, and then Y part is going to be our expanded flat as well. It's going to take a lot of time, and a lot of weaker hands will be driven off, or people will get bored, and people who just simply buy and hold, they'll get bored as well, and they'll start selling their assets by the time prices right over here too. A lot of selling is expected, and weaker hands are expected to get out of the market. That's when people from professional categories are going to come and buy. They know that a lot of accumulation has happened right over here, and then they're going to expect another sharper price in the price of gold. I am expecting that once we hit around this area, which is 4,400, I'm expecting another $2,000 bounce from over here. All right, the digit is pretty awesome, 4,400. Could we actually come another 50% of this? That will take the prices back to 6,600. If we jump from here about 50% of the bottom, in that case $6,600 is expected to be our profit. We can I think BMO or one of the banks came and they gave a target for gold bullish run to be around 6,300. So could we see somewhere in the middle? We could definitely see somewhere around close to I would say, let's say what is this bottom, 3,000, 4,000, or 3,950. So if we see a 50% on this, that will take prices to 6,000. And if we use a higher low, which is 4,100, that's once again 6,150. So anywhere from around 6,200 to 6,600 is the expected price target for our gold. Silver, I have no idea. Silver is one of those markets, it's like crypto. Once it starts to go off, it gets pretty vertical. Would it be able to do that again? That would be something awesome if them happen. I'll keep track of how the prices are going to behave. Once again, you can use the central line. This is the angle, which is a 45-degree angle, an approximation of how the prices are going to behave. The prices are expected to not stay on it, right? They are expected to stay above it, stay on it, come below it, and then go off it. All right. So it will help you once the prices are far away and you would realize that okay, it's not a good time to trade. Maybe some take partial profits. Once the prices come down, you say this is still not a good point, and if it still comes down, you know it's a point to buy. Wish you luck, good luck with your trading. Have a good one, and bye bye. Once again, I'm expecting the rest of 2027, 2026. I keep on saying 2027 because I read that 2027 is going to be where we will see a lot of gold and silver bull rush, but I think rest of 2026 is going to be pretty boring for gold and silver holders, retail holders. But if you're a retail trader, you can definitely take a lot of benefit of it, right? Once again, close to December 2026, we expected to see some sort of bottom forming. Pretty interesting to see. Once again, if you look at silver, once which I mentioned here, if you look at the historical prices, right now silver trade is the easiest trade. Let me have a look. Let me bring the weekly chart so we can actually discuss. Here it is. So you're expecting that this, if you look at it, let me see where is our. All right, let me turn this curve to back down right here. Okay, just imagine. I don't want to draw. I don't know where the curve is right now. I think there it is. Okay, there we go. So if you look at it, this is the previous high right now. This is the previous high, and that's why I'm saying silver is very easy to trade now. We have crossed the historical silver high right here, and right now we are going through a correctional phase or accumulation phase just above the historic high. Once that is complete, we are definitely going to see massive price in the price of gold. I mean, in the price of silver because gold has already run quite a bit in terms of percentage, and it looks like gold is not going to be the trade of the next year, but still it's going to give, if you get per ounce $2,000, and that's a lot of money. But could silver be doing this? Let me draw this. Could silver do this? All right, that'll be pretty awesome. More later. Wish you good luck. Have you trading. Have a good one, and bye bye.